Well, that's 1 hour and 49 minutes of my life that I won't get back, and my worst fears have been realised. Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs isn't so much a movie as a highly politicised finger-wagging rant. This witless diatribe, masquerading as a family flick, plays out like an editorial from The Guardian or The New York Times, and probably qualifies as the longest TED Talk ever. The relentless left-wing messaging made me feel like I was being told off for 2 hours and feeling guilty for eating my capitalist popcorn, sitting in my capitalist cinema seat and slurping my capitalist cola as I sat through this woke nonsense. Now, the party political movie, begins with a sociological lecture so progressive it makes Bernie Sanders sound like Ronald Reagan, with Snow White revealing to us that her parents taught her about a kingdom, and I quote, "for the free and the fair, where the bounty of the land belongs to all who tend it." This isn't Snow White, this is the Communist Manifesto with songs. It's a Marxist lecture with CGI dwarves. Now, in my last video, I played a clip of the main actress playing Snow White, Rachel Zegler, who was shockingly rude about the iconic original in an interview 2 years ago. Let's take another look at her comments and my reaction.
I mean, you know, the original cartoon came out in 1937, and very evidently so.
Very evidently so.
There's a big focus on her love story with a guy who literally stalks her. Weird. So we didn't do that this time.
We didn't retell the greatest story in history.
We have a different approach.
A different approach is a great idea. It's not like the first one was gigantically successful.
It's one of those things that I think everyone's going to have their assumptions about what it's actually going to be.
My assumption is terrible.
But it's really not about the love story at all.
No, it's about you, isn't it? Because everything is about you.
All of Andrew's scenes could get cut. Who knows? It's Hollywood, baby.
She seems nice. So, with the main star of the movie having already plunged it into controversy prior to release, Disney said, "Hold my beer," and made the movie even worse by ditching the prince, with the male lead Jonathan just being a lovable bandit and one that probably votes Democrat, ditching the straightforward love story with Zegler's Snow White more focused on becoming a leader, whatever that means, and the wild decision to cast computer-animated dwarves in a film which is supposed to be a live-action remake. So that is 7 actors with dwarfism denied the gig of a lifetime, all in the name of political correctness. Make it make sense. Disney have managed to make the tale of Snow White not just crushingly politically correct, but extraordinarily boring, which is a remarkable achievement given that the original story is a compelling tale of good versus evil and the redemptive power of love. They've made the unforgettable original songs forgettable, with AI-generated scenes sucking the life out of every classic tune. And they even managed to make the Seven Dwarfs unfunny and strangely unengaging. What an achievement, given how intrinsically mirthful and lovable these characters are. At one point, Grumpy, one of the most iconic characters from the original film, says, "I'm grumpy because I'm misunderstood." Please, hold my sides. I can barely contain myself. Now, the evil queen, played by the fabulous Gal Gadot, brings much-needed gravitas and presence to the role. But her performance is a rare high note in this corporate, socially conscious drivel. The movie was so bad, it would be a waste of 1 star. At one point, I was struggling so badly to get through it, I wanted to replace my capitalist popcorn with one of those poison apples. 1,000 years of sleep would be better than this. And we hear a lot from Snow White, about the importance of kindness and sharing. I wonder whether that extends to Zegler's reported $2 million to appear in the film. Will she be sharing that to be kind? And I'll take no lectures on greed and inequality from Disney, a vast profit-driven company with a market capitalization of over $200 billion. Now, to be fair to Zegler, she can sing. But if that's the test, then fine, get someone from America's Got Talent, because they can sing too, and maybe they won't slag off the franchise before the film's release. And while Zegler does have a sweet face and reasonable acting chops, it's hard to separate the activist actor who hates anyone to the right of Kamala Harris from the Disney princess. So when you watch Zegler playing Snow White and singing those incredible songs, a huge privilege for which she appears ungrateful, what you actually see is someone that looks down on the material she's working with, someone that detests the words, hates the sentiment, hates the songs, hates the legacy. Now, woke ideology contains within it the seeds of its own destruction, because it's so bonkers and out of step with majority public opinion. And Disney has been destroying itself for years now, with virtue signalling remakes of its classic movies, with Snow White and the dwarves, being the most egregious example. This film is a true low point for the company. Surely Hollywood has reached ground zero when it comes to this tedious political posturing. Even Disney, with their deep pockets, will surely at some point tire of losing millions of dollars every time they release this kind of rubbish. It's been reported that once you include marketing costs as well as the production budget, Snow White may ultimately cost Disney $500 million. Money I guarantee you they will not get back. Because when people go to the cinema, they go to be entertained. They go to hear a great story, to watch some great acting, and to tap their toes to some great songs. What they don't go there for is to be castigated for participating in the market economy and daring to own anything. The message of this film is clear. You will own nothing and you will be happy. Well, I beg to differ. And in its anti-capitalist sentiment, this movie is not just hypocritical given Disney's riches, it's dangerous too. Because even a cursory flick through the history books will tell you that communism doesn't end well. Unlike the original from 1937, this movie will not be remembered. It will not be treasured, and it will simply not be watched by future generations. And if early box office receipts are anything to go by, it's not even being watched now. And following my last video, many of you have told me in the excellent comment section that movie theatres where you live are half full or worse. On the opening weekend, yikes. Go woke, go broke. It is a tale as old as time. And it's a tragedy, not a fairy tale, to see this once great entertainment brand lose its way so egregiously. Whoever's running Disney right now is a Dumbo and Goofy. They've turned this company from a roaring lion into a timid mouse. The woke genie is out of the bottle, and I'm not sure it's going back in. Don't see Snow White, folks. There's Snow Point. Thank you so much for watching the video. Oh my goodness, it was torture watching that film. An absolute disaster. I'm going to watch the box office receipts with great interest, but I don't think they'll get their $500 million back. Listen, thanks for your support. If you can, please subscribe to the channel and hit the notification button, because then you'll be alerted when these monologues come along. And of course, they're across a range of topics: entertainment, showbiz, sport, you name it. The Mark Dolan Show is at your service. The channel's brand new. I want to thank you for your support. Please spread the word, and I'll see you for the next video. Cheers.